Hello again everyone, it's Dr. Cynthia here again. I'm back again with another video. Before we do anything else, I just have to say, if you haven't subscribed to my video, please subscribe. It takes 1 second. Join the family, join the gang, just subscribe please. Now what I want to talk about today is a little something called antibodies. So I want to talk about antibodies and antibody tests. In case you've been living under a rock for 5 months, or in case you just don't care, there's a little something called coronavirus, and it is an infection that has basically taken over every single one of our lives, changed our lifestyles, and we all just want to get back to normal. So there's been talks about antibody testing, antibody tests. That's been all over the place. Now, what is an antibody, or what is an antibody test? So I'm going to give you an example. Let's take chickenpox. Everyone pretty much gets chickenpox. So the first time you get chickenpox as a child, your body is a little bit slow to react. So you get the rash, you get the itch, and you are in hell for a week. But what it also does is that it produces antibodies. We have memory cells, and these memory cells produce antibodies, and these antibodies, they're like little security guards that go around the body that patrol, so that the next time you're exposed to chickenpox, and you are going to be exposed another time, before you can even say the word rash, those antibodies eliminate the chickenpox. You don't have symptoms. Now, the same thing applies to coronavirus, is that some people get symptoms and build an immune response and will produce antibodies. And theoretically, you shouldn't get the infection again. But we know, and science has taught us, that not every infection produces lifelong immunity, which is why you can get some infections over and over again. So, but theoretically, you shouldn't get it again. And some people will have coronavirus but won't have any symptoms. And again, those people should have antibodies. And there's been talks of maybe people with antibodies will be allowed to travel. People with antibodies will be able to go back to work. And it's quite important to know if you've been exposed to it. So I decided to have an antibody test. So come with me as I go and have my antibody test. So I am now on my way, the car is stationary, to get my antibody test. I think it's going to be a blood test. So yeah, I'm on my way to get that, and I'm excited to see what the results are going to be.
Is it one of your colleagues?
Yeah. It was one of the F1s, and I was like, oh my God, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced.
They're not coming anywhere near my
No, so since then, I just...
Sorry, it's just good. They're not coming nowhere near my veins. So they're not very good at it.
So here are my results. Unfortunately, I don't have antibodies. I don't know how much more exposure one person can need to coronavirus. I was in ICU where they all had coronavirus. At one point, my entire bay that I was looking after in a ward all had coronavirus. My mom got coronavirus and I live with her. And for some reason, I don't have antibodies. I am absolutely gutted. What does this mean? At the moment, it actually doesn't mean anything. Okay? It doesn't mean anything because coronavirus is so new. We don't know what these antibodies mean. We don't know if we're going to have these antibodies forever or if we're going to have them for a few months. We honestly just don't know. So right now, even though I don't have antibodies and I am a bit gutted, I'm not really too fussed. If tomorrow a research paper comes out and shows that you have lifelong immunity, then I will be very upset. But for now, it's just all research. We don't know, even if you have antibodies, we don't know if you can catch coronavirus again. But this was my experience with my antibody testing. And hopefully it will be rolled out to the public soon enough and we can all know where we stand. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.